Hello, in this video we are going to create a canvas object or a canvas widget that we're going to implement using TK interface. So a canvas widget is essentially a section you can draw things on, you can add images to. It's a pretty versatile section and it's a nice one to use when you're developing little games and apps. Now to do that we're going to start off by creating our main window. So we're going to import Tkinter as TK. We are going to then create our main window. So we're going to say root equals tk.tk, which constructs our main window. I'm going to say root.title because I want to set the title of the main window is going to be GUI canvas. And hit enter a bunch of times, root.mainLoop. And that's essentially going to start the program running and waiting for us to do something. So now if I give this a run, there it is. So I'm going to now in here is where I'm going to add my canvas object. So I'm going to make a variable called canvas1, and that is going to equal tk.canvas. And when I construct the canvas object, because that's what I'm doing here, and you'll notice I use the word object and widget interchangeably here. We first have to specify what main window it will be part of, and that will be the root. And I can specify the width and the height. So if I set the width to 100 and the height to 100, that's going to give me a canvas area 100 by 100. And then remember, once I've constructed the widget, I have to then pack it. So I'm going to say canvas.pack. And if I run this, canvas1.pack. If I run this, not debug, let's actually run. There it is. Now you'll notice it looks no different whatsoever. And that's because the default background for a canvas is white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to this constructor and add another parameter. And I'm going to set the background to black. And now when I run it, I get this nice canvas. So let's imagine I wanted to make my canvas, say, width is 300 by a height of 500. So for whatever reason, I decide those are the dimensions of the background. And there it is. Oh, I lost it. We have one little issue here that we want to address. And that is, I can resize this window. So the user could resize the window on you, which is a design flaw in your work. So how do we stop that? Well, what we do is we can do this a couple ways. I'm going to show you two ways. The first way is, again, if we take the root object, our main window, and we say root.resizable, and we can pass it two parameters, false and false. What this means is that it is not resizable in either dimension. And if you run this, you'll get your GUI canvas and you'll notice you can no longer select the edges. Now there is a funny thing with this that if you say false true, you might think that one dimension will be adjustable and the other isn't, but that isn't the case. In order for this to work, you have to set them to both false. Now that's one approach. My preferred approach, to be honest, is I like to use root.maxsize, and I set it to the dimensions that I want, and I say root.minsize. And what this does is this sets the maximum and minimum size that your main window can have. And since they're the same, it basically means the canvas is now fixed, or the main window is now fixed in size. This is a nice way to do it. It also gives you this ability that if you wanted to allow the person to adjust the width, you could make the min size 300 and the max size 400. Sure enough, here it is, and now I can adjust it. I hope that helped. Have a great day.